Hi everyone, welcome back to Yoga Smith. In this module, we will cover a technique of Shat Karma, that is Neti. Neti is a technique used to cleanse the navel cavity. As per the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Neti cleans up all the diseases which arise from above the throat. That is largely a kapha cleansing activity. The Hatha Yoga Pradipika defines Neti as insert a soft thread into the nose to the length of one hand span so that it comes out from the mouth. Now, this is the Neti of the Siddhas, also called Sutra Neti. This is not the Neti that we are going to be doing here. In the background of the tradition that we are following of the Bihar school, we will do what is called the Jal Neti. A common process of Neti that is also practiced is Neti with ghee, which is warm clarified butter, or sometimes also warm milk. We are going to stick to Jal Neti. Now, what do you need? You need a special lota or a container or a Neti pot, as it's called. It can be easily ordered from Amazon in most countries. This you can add water in here, and it has this special nozzle from which water comes out little by little by little. I know some people try and attempt using small water bottles to do this, but this is the most ideal container to be doing Neti. I'll show you a demonstration just after we finish the talk about this. Now, the nozzle is specifically designed so that it fits into the nostril, and we hold it in our hand and put the nozzle inside one of the nostrils, and the water comes out. Which nostril to start with? There is a lot of debate. Some gurus say that it should start from the right nostril. Some say that it should start from the left nostril, depending on the Ida or the Pingla system that they want to cleanse first. But most agree that work with the nostril which is flowing that day in the morning, which is flowing easier for you. Process: one needs to stand squarely, feet hip distance apart, keep your weight together, hold this very firmly, not too tight, with water inside, and it flows. I think it's better when it's demonstrated. A couple of things before we get into the demonstration. What do we need? We need a lota full of water of the temperature of about a warm soup kind of a temperature, not too hot and not too cold. Add some salt to it. The various types of salts that you can add are Himalayan salt, or what is also called Sendha Namak, or the Sendha salt, uh, rock salt or sea salt. But make sure that if you're using rock salt, it is not contaminated with anything. If you're using sea salt, make sure that you're not allergic to sea salt. So stick to any kind of salt which does not have a caking agent or an artificial reagent or any kind of artificial chemical added to it for its purification. Bleach salt, you can stay away from that. Throughout the whole practice, we breathe through the mouth. Try not to breathe through the nose. There are many benefits which are attributed to a regular Neti process. Neti is said to give clairvoyance or clarity of thought because it balances out the right and the left nostril. It balances out the flow of air in the right and the left nostril. It balances out the right and the left hemisphere of the brain, and hence providing that clarity to the brain, and in that sense it's a very yogic activity. From the purpose of cleansing activity, because it works directly on kapha, any kapha related disorder, whether it is sleep apnea or mucus congestion, snoring, cough, cold, allergic rhinitis, they work very well when we do Neti. At the physical level, what Hatha Yoga Pradipika says is that irrigation of the nasal mucosa removes the accumulated mucus from the nostrils and associated passages, allowing the air to flow easily as compared to before doing Neti. Neti can also be thought of a process which eases off the drainage system. So the drainage not just from the nose but also the sinuses involved, the ears, note and the throat. So it is basically the drainage of your entire ENT system of your body. Of course, it wards off colds. Children who breathe through the mouth or people who snore, whenever children breathe through the mouth, they would have slightly poor memory and poor circulation, poor concentration. Neti is highly recommended for kids who have kapha related disorders, mouth breathing, and people who snore because it promotes this particular balance. After performing Neti, which I'm just going to demonstrate, there are a couple of pranayams which are essential. The most important one is Kapalbhati or forceful exhalation, from where you exhale any little droplets of water that may be sticking around in the nostril area. So do follow up the Neti process with the pranayam process, which I'm going to demonstrate in a bit. Thank you.